Well, hi there, music lesson friends. This is the play along practice video for Chapter 4 of Book 2. The goals for Chapter 4 are to work on slurs, low notes G, F, and E, octaves, and also scales. Let's start by reading the lesson. A slur is a line above or below notes to connect them and make them smooth. To play a slur, you tongue the first note, that's important, and keep blowing through to the next note. Just move your fingers. Now, slurs and ties do look the same, but a slur connects notes of different pitches, okay? So let's take a look at exercise number 1 on page 17. The time signature says, yes, that's why there's only 3 quarter notes in the first measure. Okay. Now, the way the slur works is ta, 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 ta. Notice how my tongue doesn't move during the slur, but it does tongue the first note. You can play along or you can just listen. Tap, tap, ready, go. Pause the video and practice number 1 several times. Okay, now we're going to play number 1 together, okay? Stay on beat with me. Tap, 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 1, 2, 3, tap, tap, ready, play. Great job. Now let's take a look at number 2. What does the time signature say? Let's count the rhythm for the first couple of measures. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Yes. You can listen the first time through, or you can play along with me if you've done this tutorial a couple of times. Tap, tap, tap. 1, 2, ready, go. Awesome. Pause the video and practice that lots of times. Now we're going to play number 2 together. Are you ready? Play it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap, tap, ready, go. Great job. All right, let's go back to reading the lesson. We're on the second paragraph of the lesson. More new notes, yippee! Low G, low F, and low E are so low that you need to extend the staff by using leisure lines. Now, what is a leisure line anyway? Oh yeah, it's that little line under the staff that can make the staff bigger. Or they can be on the top of the staff and make the staff higher. So, okay, be sure that you are covering all the holes completely. Yeah, these guys down here are kind of hard to cover. You have to move your fingers around and cover the holes all the way so that there's no squeaks coming out, okay? All right, let's check the chart and play low G, low F, and low E. Okay, play low G with me. Here we go. Very good. Again. low F, this pinky right here. Look at the chart in your book to see how low E is played. You use this pinky right here and this pinky all the way down there. Big breath, here we go. Great job. How many leisure lines does it take to write a low G on the staff? How many leisure lines does it take to write a low F on the staff? How can you tell the difference between a low F and a low E when you're reading it on the staff? Which note sounds lower, F or E? Okay, let's take a look at number 3, exercise number 3. Let's read the pitches. C, B, A, G, that's a very big G. B flat, A, G, F. It has 3 leisure lines, it's an F. A, G, F, E, super low, I can't even sing that low. And then we've got G, F, E. All right, I'm not a singer, so I know that was probably painful for most people to listen to. Let's play it on our clarinets. Are you ready? You can just listen this first time, or you can play along. 1, 2, ready, go. Pause the video and practice that lots of times. Now we're going to play number 3 together. You ready? Instruments up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, tap, tap, ready, go. Great job. Let's go back to reading our lesson. We're on the 3rd paragraph. An octave is also called a perfect eighth. Low G is an octave lower than G, which is 8 steps. It's not an octopus. It's not an octagon. It's an octave. The sound frequencies are half or double in octaves. You know, sound frequencies are very interesting. You should probably look it up and get more information on that. But for now, we're just gonna play octaves, okay? The main thing to remember is that it's the same letter and the sound is like, it's the same kind of sound, kind of like the same color, but one is up here and one is down here. Okay? Let's hear high G. Let's hear low G. Okay, please take a look at exercises number 4. The time signature is 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And it's changing octaves. It's going high octave, low octave. Okay? Let's play it together, okay? You can listen first if you need to, but otherwise play with me. 1, 2, ready, go. righty Roo, pause me and practice that a bit. Let's play number 4 together. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. Alrighty, let's go back to the lesson and read a bit more. We are on paragraph 4. Scales. Ah, yes, scales, the musical alphabet. When you know your scales, you can build songs. A scale is basically a group of notes that have a special key signature. In this chapter, we will work on G major scale and F major scale. There are 12 major scales, you know, and lots of minor scales. There's so many. Scales are actually really cool, okay? We will get more into scales in book 3. But for now, let's learn these first 2 scales, okay? Think of scales as a group of notes that go together like a team, and it's your job to memorize who's on whose team. So let's say we're learning about G major. If we call it G major, G is like the quarterback of the team, okay? You start on G and you end on G. And G is the most important note. Okay, so looking over at the bottom of page 17, yay, our first 2 scales. Memorize which notes belong with which key signatures. So the G major scale belongs with the key signature of 1 sharp. All right, so let's say the notes in G major. Noticing first that that little sharp sign is on the F line, okay? We've got G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, but it doesn't have a sharp sign in front of it. How did I know that it was F sharp? Oh, right, key signatures, right? It's in the key signature. So all the Fs will be F sharp, okay? Because F sharp is part of the team. F natural is not on the team. He's on the bench, okay? He's not part of this G major team. Okay, let's play G major scale together. We're gonna do it slowly, okay? Count. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. G major. Pause the video and practice G major a bunch of times. Practice it so many times that you have it memorized in your head and you can play it with your eyes shut, okay? Now let's work on F major scale. F major scale starts on, and it goes up to, and then it ends on. That's why F is so important. He's the quarterback, right? F major, here we go. Yes, the key signature has a flat sign in it on the B flat line. Are you ready? Here we go, F major. 1, 2, ready, go. Wonderful. Pause me and practice that F major scale lots of times. You know, during our lesson time, I might say something like, what's in the key signature for G major? And you would say 1 sharp. And I would say, oh yeah, what is that 1 sharp? And you'd be like, F. And then I might say something like, well, what's in the key signature for F major scale? And you'd be like, 1 flat. And I'd be like, oh yeah, what flat? And you'd be like, B flat. Okay, great. Or I might say something like, which scale has 1 sharp in the key signature? And you'd be like, G major. Okay, you get the... Now let's start the worksheet. The worksheet on page 18 starts out by saying on all of your songs in this chapter, write a T under the ties and an S under the slurs. Now remember, ties and slurs basically look the same. They're that little curved line. But you know, ties only connect notes of the same pitch, therefore changing the rhythm, while slurs connect notes of different pitch, thereby changing the articulation, how you play the notes. It's got a ta instead of ta, ta, ta. We worked a lot on slurs already. So you can pause the video and put your little S's under the slurs, okay? Now the next section is please write the scales below. Do you know which notes belong with which key signatures? I bet you do. So the first one has got an F sharp. Let's take a look at this. I see an F sharp right here. So which scale belongs with, yeah, it does. You knew that already. Okay, so then you put that letter here, and then the next one and the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that a coincidence that there are 8 bubbles? I don't think so. Octaves, right? Okay. So please write in the scales that match with the key signature of 1 sharp, and the next one is 1 flat. Great job. Now, the next section of this worksheet says there are 8 notes in each scale, but oh no, some notes are missing. Oh yes, some notes are missing because there are only 1, 2, 3, 4 notes here. This sharp sign is indicating which scale. So that means what note do you start on? Draw that note right here, and then draw the note that should be next. And it looks like there might be a note missing in between here, okay? So please draw in all the notes of that scale. You can pause the video and work on that. Okay, next, look at the pairs of notes below. Circle the octaves. So here's an F, and here's an F sharp. Is that an octave? Here's a G, and here's a G. Is that an octave? All right, I'm looking at this section right here, and I see a low B and a high B flat. Is that an octave? Sounds like this. Is that an octave? Over here I see an F and an F. Is that an octave? All right, so circle up all the pairs that are octaves, and you can X out the ones that are not octaves. Moving to the bottom of our worksheet, let's look at color in the fingering charts and write the pitches. All right, so in this first box we have a low G. Can you use leisure lines and draw on the staff low G, and also color in the fingers to make the note low G? And over on this side, write down the pitches. This one's an E, that one's a B. Write them all down, okay? Very good work. The songs in chapter 4. The Man on the Flying Trapeze, Shortenin' Bread, Aloha Oi, and on page 20, For He's a Jolly Good Fellow. Each of these songs has its own separate video, so check my YouTube page and work with these videos individually. Great job on chapter 4. Very good work. You should play along with this video several times. Make it a goal to play it maybe 2, 3, or 4 times a week, depending on your practice schedule. Alrighty, friends. Bye.